Welcome to Discover Crypto, everybody. Today is September 11th. Yes, September 11th. It is 11:34 a.m. You may notice a new change. Little different colors over here. Maybe a little bit of different logo right there. But we still have the same squad. We still have the same people. We still got AJ. We still got Drew on the ones and twos in the corner. Me and Drew are one step closer to eating MREs. It's going to be fantastic. Guys, we're going to talk about SEC. We're going to talk about XRP. We got ETH hack. Vitalik got hacked. Did ETH get hacked? Is all your ETH gone? So we're going to talk about the Vitalik hack. Also, FTX. What do they hold, everybody? But guys, we're going to have another video coming out pretty soon. Probably after the live stream. Do we know when that's going out, Drew?
I'll have to check.
We'll have to check. We'll have an answer by the end of the show. We have a video explaining a lot of things, explaining everything. We just hope that you watch it. We'll share it. As soon as I get the tweet, I'll share it to everybody. But let's just get right into the show. Does that sound good to you, AJ?
That sounds great to me.
AJ, you look fresh today. You got the gel. You got the cool shoes on.
Oh, yeah.
You look tan. You look glowing. How was your weekend, buddy?
I went to the first round of SMX in Charlotte, North Carolina, working for my weekend job, which is for Racer X magazine. It's a very well-known motocross industry kind of thing. And I had an absolute blast, caught up with a bunch of my friends, spent way too much time in the sun, but hey, probably needed it. And the race was great. I'm excited. I might be going to the last round in 2 weeks in LA. So let's hope
did
for
you see Johnny Crypto out there?
Nope.
He's the other motocross. Guys, we see Bitcoin is dumping. Okay, we're going to look at the charts pretty quickly. We might even bump it up a little bit just to get into it. Let's just pull it up. Let's just get right into the show, everybody. Yeah, you can see a fresh little dump. Let me hit refresh just because, guys, it is not looking great on the short term. And even when you zoom out, you're going to see that we kind of broke some key levels. This is the 24-hour chart for Bitcoin. Currently, we're coming in at 25,118. But if you look at the 7-day, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. We've been trading in this range. We spiked above it, but you just see that flat range. And we go to the 14-day and the 30-day, it looks even more sharp. Just hanging out flat, and then we drop below. Let's go to the 30-day. You see, we haven't fallen below this level in a while. And if we keep going, you'll see even more of the same. Back around about 3 months ago, we dipped down into the 24K level. So as long as we stay above this area, I'm not going to feel super scared. Now, you see the dump, AJ. Are you feeling a little worry, a little fear here?
Well, I know Kelly is doing TA, but Drew, if you could go to my chart really fast, one thing I just want to point out is that this line right here, this yellow line, what I talked about last week, 25.3 area, that is a super important support resistance line from way back here, right? And if we lose this line, I am pretty worried moving forward. Very, very worried moving forward. I'm probably looking to fall to 23s, maybe worse. But like I've been saying it for a while, that this line is my make or break right now. Okay. So let's hope for the best.
And that's market side. Or wait a minute, what do you got go? Is that Trading View or a puddle filled with oil?
I didn't clean it up. But this is Lux Algo with Market Cipher. I run a lot of stuff. It looks like craziness to you guys, but it makes sense to me. But I'll clean it up for next time.
It looks like the console from a 1980s sci-fi movie where they showed NASA desk. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the rest of the market here. We have Ethereum down as well. If we pull up this level, see if you can see we're now at 1559, dropping down. Everybody, we do the same thing we do with Bitcoin. You can see we're hitting some levels we haven't seen in a while, and if you go down, we're actually lower than we were 3 months ago. So Bitcoin fell below where we were 3 months ago. Ethereum is, held above. Ethereum is falling below. So losing some key areas right there. The 180-day doesn't look better. But when you go to the 1 year, it doesn't look quite as bad. And it does the same thing for Bitcoin. You click on the 1 year, it feels bearish. We've been trading sideways. Everything just feels bad. But you click on that 1 year, kind of puts things in perspective like, okay, maybe it's not all over. Maybe we are on an uptrend on the long term here. All right, let's look at some more coins here. We have BNB down 3%. XRP down 5 whopping percent, everybody. It is down basically the whole week here, down 6.2%. Keep scrolling by. We see Cardano finally broke out of that 25-cent range, been stuck at 25 cents. Now it is below. Am I going to look to buy some cheap Cardano? Maybe not. I might hold off and look for some different alts there. We have Solana down 2.3 and then Toncoin down 5%. All right, we're going to go to the top losers and have an idea. This is not going to look great. The top gainers, probably going to be stable coins. I don't know. I haven't clicked it myself. Let's see what we got. We have one coin. Gold. Gold is up and optimism is up. I don't even know if we should count Pax Gold. So we have one crypto, essentially, that is up. That is optimism. And then we have a couple gold pegged stable coins that are down. If we go to the top losers, we have Rollbit down in the double digits, everybody. I hope you pulled some profits because we are down 27% on the week. Arbitrum down 14% on the week, and ApeCoin down almost 14% on the week. ApeCoin down almost 7%, Arbitrum down almost 10%. Huobi down as well. Radix always has to get in that top 5 of gainers or losers, and you can see it kind of hit the mark there. All right, anything standing out to you in the markets? Are you looking to buy some, or are you looking to maybe see if we go down lower?
I'm waiting to see what's going to happen, especially with the support resistance line on Bitcoin. I'm being patient right now. I'm being patient.
All right.
I'm sitting out. Yep.
All right. Well, some people weren't patient, and they saw Vitalik tweet out a link, and they impatiently just snapped in, hit that button, they signed in, and they connected their wallet. The next thing you know, they got drained from this Vitalik hack, everybody. But it wasn't his wallet that got hacked, wasn't his bank account that got hacked, but his X account did get hacked, everybody. Ethereum co-creator Vitalik Buterin's X account reportedly breached. Hacker makes away with 690K. Did they stop there on purpose? Almost 700K, folks. You can see he was leaning to a left of 690K. As per Decrypt, the breach happened on Saturday. A post surfaced on his feed promoting NFTs from a software provider, Consensus, which turned out to be a scam link displayed to his almost 5 million followers and asked victims to connect their wallets to mint the NFT. Instead, the hacker gained access to the funds. I believe a couple punks got stolen, so most of what got stolen was NFTs, folks. So just you got to be careful out there. Maybe people don't have a whole bunch of ETH on the wallet, but they have some NFTs, and so they're out there, they're just clicking things, they're linking things, and it didn't end up going well for those people. So you got to be careful clicking links out there, folks. I think it was a little bit of a FOMO. If I'm guessing, if you see an hour-long post, or, maybe, but when you see it's, you refresh by following, and it's a 14-second link, you might go ahead and click that because, only 5,000. Maybe they go get claimed. You go on Etherscan, you see 17 people did it in the last 2 seconds. You're just going to FOMO in. Got to be careful out there.
It happens.
It does happen.
It happens.
Don't think that includes the values of the stolen punks. I thought it did. I'm not sure. We'll look more into that as this story has time to digest, everybody. Just here to talk about, Tim and the Investing Bros are out there 9 to 10 a.m. Everybody, you can check that out. All right, Ethereum creator Vitalik co-authors paper detailing method for weeding out dishonest crypto users. Here you see an Ethereum coin floating in an aquarium for some reason. Him and 4 additional authors detail how privacy pools can be useful in weeding out unscrupulous crypto traders. Oh, that's a pool. That's not a pool I would want to go into. Give me a bunch of chlorine. Give me some salt. I don't want critters and plants growing in there. In a lengthy thread, one of the co-authors, Amin Soleimani of Privacy Pools, further explains how the protocol works and how it can help issues experienced by users of sanctioned mixer Tornado Cash, which is deemed a national security threat in 2022 and banned in the U.S. With Privacy Pools, users can publish zero-knowledge proofs that their withdrawal originated from an association set that excludes known illicit deposits. In theory, this allows users to prove regulatory compliance and still maintain privacy while using public blockchains. Paper concludes the privacy and regulation may be compatible despite generally being perceived as contradictory. I have one issue with this. I guess you could put it as some sort of thing where an association set that excludes, but what's stopping someone from getting 4 ETH that is from stolen funds from the Lazarus group and then dusting everybody and dusting 10,000 wallets with this stolen ETH? Would you then, render those wallets obsolete? Or what if it scaled up? And what if 1 million people did it 1 million times a day? What would that look like? So I don't know what that's going to look like. So thank you, Gunter. I think they're sticking with DC, but we need to figure out a way to get the A in there. Maybe. I heard Alliance, Discover Crypto Alliance, Discover Crypto Association. Do you have any A's for me? We could be Canadian. We rebrand. We get Maddie B. Discover Crypto, eh?
That's what it should be.
All right, well, let's get some maple syrup, and then, guys, real quick, I know we're going to get back to crypto. I watched the videos, like 10 most faked foods, and then they had maple syrup, they had olive oil, they had some other things. Don't watch that video. If you see that video, just skip past it. It's gonna change how you look at your food. Yeah. All right, I think we do want to get into the charts a little bit early. We're going to go do the charts before the BTC thing, but let's go ahead and get into the XRP news, and then we'll get Kelly. Is Kelly around here? Is Kelly now?
He's about here.
We'll find him. We'll find him. If not, I guess we'll do the other section first. All right, let's. We have this awesomely Photoshop picture right there. I think that was taken January. Anyways, SEC files appeal against Ripple as legal battle intensifies. Levels allegations against Ripple, accusing the company of stalling resolution to preserve unregulated sales. Their SEC is urging the court to speed up the proceedings. Gary is saying, you need to get a green light. Let's go. SEC makes a compelling case for streamlining the proceedings, emphasizing the imperative of an efficient resolution. Meanwhile, Ripple stands firmly in opposition, invoking questions of law and strategy, saying, hey, guys, we need time to plan for our appeal here. While the SEC is steadfast in its resolve to scrutinize both, I think it's supposed to be programmatic sales, not pragmatic. Pragmatic just means it makes sense to do it.
Yeah.
XRP fanatics would say it's always pragmatic to buy XRP. I think it's supposed to be programmatic here. Programmatic sales and other XRP exchanges for goods and services. Ripple, on the other hand, plans to deny the regulators a request for repeal. Why does this matter? The SEC's decision to appeal the ruling is a development in the ongoing legal battle between the agency and Ripple. The case outcome could have a major impact on the cryptocurrency industry, as it could set a precedent for how the SEC regulates cryptocurrencies. Guys, we're going to see more and more of these. You're going to have the let me use this word right here. Yeah, I didn't want to say it because you're going to have it's basically a pickleball game. It's going to go back. It's going to go forward. It's going to go back. It's going to go forward. I don't have a law degree because I don't have I can't explain to a 5-year-old what this means. The SEC has filed its reply memorandum in further support of its motion to certify interlocutory appeal.
Of course.
Duh. When you say it like that, it just means, oh, of course. Basically what it means is, hey, stop, no, you stop, no way, stop. And then as we get closer to the real news, we'll start letting you know. But this is going to be a many-month process. I don't see anything happening really, really quickly with this. All right, let's talk about the XRP market cap, though. Is it up? Is it down?
It's down.
It is down, and it's down big.
Yeah.
Down big, folks.
Ouch.
Bigly. Billions. Just one, actually. XRP erases $1 billion from its market cap in 1 week. What is this? Is this a towel? Is this a blanket? Is this a car cover?
I was thinking the same thing. What is it?
I want that swath of cloth. I don't know where it goes, but I just want that swath. Give me that swath. All right. As long as I can stop a moth from my swath of cloth, or maybe it's a cheesecloth for a broth. I don't know what it's for, folks. But anyways, let's get right into the story here. As the sell-off, we're going to go right into this. Get ready, Kelly. Get ready. As the sell-off continues across the wider cryptocurrency sector, XRP is no exception, having lost over $1 billion from its market cap in a matter of mere days, despite efforts to increase liquidity by unlocking $1 billion XRP from the Ripple's escrow system. Yeah, because let's increase liquidity by dumping $1 billion. That'll work, right? No, that I think maybe people saw that as a sell the news event there. And from Ripple's escrow system and later relocking 80% into 2 escrows. Guys, they dump and then the escrow usually sucks up a portion.
Most of it.
But then when you're not looking,
Most of it.
Then when you're not looking, that escrow account will dump a little. It'll sprinkle a little here and there. You're like, wait a minute.
This is really interesting. You know, I obviously looked really far into XRP Economics when I did the XRP price prediction video, which was actually the best one of them all. And this whole bit about how they unlock $1 billion XRP, every month, and then it's, you know, an X amount, whatever percent. Normally it's more than 50%. Normally 70, 80% gets sucked back into a different escrow account. But there is no determining why whatever amount gets pulled back. If anyone knows the answer to that question, please, by all God, please let me know.
It's optics. I thought about it. I think it's an optics thing.
Okay.
It sounds really good. Look, we have, I don't know what is 46 billion left, something like that. Maybe, yeah, probably around 46, 47 maybe. They have 47 billion left and they dump $1 billion a month. That sounds pretty bad. But then when you interject this, oh, but we have this entity that just vacuums up 75% every time. It doesn't sound as bad. And also, Ripple, they probably want to make some money selling some Ripple 49 months from now, 50 months from now, 60 months from now, 100 months from now, 200 months from now. And the way they do it is they suck it into that escrow account.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, sometimes it's 70%, sometimes it's 80, sometimes it's like there's no I get what you're saying, but there's no rhyme or reason to how much they pull back. And that has always just confused me, especially like, you know, people want to project like, what will the supply be by 25? What will the supply be by 30? And when you have really weird kind of random things like this, it kind of leaves a lot of us scratching our heads. Like, how are we supposed to figure this out? And the answer is you don't, because it's up to them.
Oh, so you're wondering, like, why do they leave 20% instead of 80% or 1%?
They
I think
change
they
it
do
every
a little
they
bit
do
of,
it once a month, and it's different every time. It's different every time. It's crazy.
I think it's they think what the markets can absorb.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But
that's probably more of a gut feeling.
Sure. It's just there's no rhyme or reason to the numbers.
There's probably
And
some
that's
math
annoying.
quant that they have in a dark closet, and they're like, all right, how many can we? All right, 248 million.
And then they shut the door and they see him in 30 days.
They throw some Vienna sausage cans at him, probably try to hit him in his head.
Yep.
All right.
Refill his water.
I
like
think
it.
I think that's exactly what happens.
I know that guy.
All right. Well, before we get into Bitcoin stories, we're gonna do a little bit of a mixture here because the markets are dumping. I know you guys are waiting to see the charts. Well, we got Kelly. He's looking sharp. He's got his button up on. Guys, I'm gonna start wearing regular clothes every Friday.
You're going to button it up.
But I also got to go check out the wedding venue, so I'll wear regular clothes Wednesday as well. We have 2 days of normal clothes for DC this week.
Hey, man, I just got to say, this is my first time on the show.
Oh,
It is.
First time here on Discover Crypto. Shout out to everybody in the community. Happy for you to be here. Happy to look at the charts. And I just want to point out something. And this is not the I told you so's. It's none of that. But I really want to encourage every single one of you to interrogate yourself. If I, like in the past, for instance, August 4th or August 8th, I've talked about, I'm all the way at the end. August 4th or August 8th. On August 4th, I did a tweet. Let me actually pull that up right here. Where's X? Come over here. If you see, I posted, and I just think it's so funny because I posted about selling a bunch of crypto on what was it, August 4th, right here. Today, I sold a huge portion of my altcoin holdings, chart suggesting likely corrective downturn coming. I also came on here and did TA on August 8th, and I'll share the clip on my Twitter later. And essentially, that tweet was, that TA was suggesting that we were likely hitting a double top and having a corrective wave to the downside. And there's people in the chat, in the live stream, saying, oh my God, Kelly's so bearish. I'll tell you what, I'm never bullish or bearish. What I am is somebody that's looking at the probabilities that the chart, that the data is telling me. And so when you do that and you become agnostic to bias, don't care what direction it goes. You care what the data is telling you about how you can be prepared. And in this case, if we pull up the chart, we could see right here, we have this consolidation to the side, sideways right here. We have this on the BitLab trading stack here, on the volume here, we see this point of control. And of course, that's where the point of control, because we've had this consolidation directly across this. Initially, we're above this line. And then once we had this impulsive push to the upside with no fundamental change, remember that. If you see a pump and there's nothing that's changed, ask yourself, when are you going to have an opportunity to either get out or for the price to retrace back to the position before that? And that's exactly what happened. And when we did retrace, now we're under this level that we were here. And so I've been calling on the BitLab morning show, 10:30 a.m. every day. If you haven't checked it out, youtube.com/@BitLab Academy. I was talking about the higher probability of the price action coming down. And so if we're trying to figure out where this is going to go from here, well, we can see that we've got a known level. We've got this known level that comes all the way, I don't want to zoom all the way out, but it goes all the way back to November 2022. And this is the level coming down from here. Interestingly, this right here, this measurement gives us basically a level that comes right down here into the low 24,000s, upper 23,000s. And we also have this order block pointed out here on the BitLab volume that's essentially a lot of liquidity interest, a lot of price action, a lot of orders, a cluster of orders from large institutional and smart money, big money players down here in the low 23,000. So where do I think it's going to go? Well, I don't know, and nobody does. And if somebody tells you they know where it's going to go, run the other way. What the probabilities suggest is that as we're having this stair-step pattern to the downside, I think it's pretty highly probable that we're gonna tap down into minimum about $24,000, 24, 24.2, and a higher likelihood. Think about the loss of bullish hope, the loss of sentiment, the further, especially that level that AJ pointed out was a beautiful level. Once we breach that $25,000 level and we get down into the 24s, the bullish hope starts to evaporate quickly and people start to capitulate. So where is that going to go? Well, know that we have a ton of institutional interest. Everybody is aware of this now. We have the fair value accounting stuff that basically went out to every CFO in the institutional world. We have ETFs on the horizon. So there's a lot of interest below this, and it doesn't mean that it shouldn't mean that it's scary for price to go down. What it should mean is, damn, I've got more opportunity to get in at this lower level. So draw your lines, look at your charts, tune in here on Discover Crypto on a daily basis. Check out Frankie Candles, check out BitLab Academy, watch all our different streams, the blockchain basement. We're trying to bring you the best, most unbiased, but entertaining news and charts here in crypto. So that's all I got.
Awesome. Hey, really fast, Drew, just to piggyback off what he said, looking at the Ethereum chart on my screen here, like this is the daily chart. This is the daily chart. We got a bear cross right there. That the 50-day crossing the 200 EMA, the exponential moving average. And the visible range volume profile has the volume right here at 1213. 1213. Like this right here, these two lines right here, this was the beginning of the year. This is the uptrend. Higher highs, higher lows, basically, from the end of November into 2023. And Ethereum specifically, topped out here in April, and this was kind of your sign. This lower high right there, followed by, so we're starting another channel the other direction now. And now we are going to exist in this channel, and hopefully we can hold this channel. I'd rather stay in this channel than free fall down to 11, 12 range, because that very well could happen considering the majority of the volume sits right there. So I said this last week as well. I was bearish. I've been bearish for a couple of weeks now, and it's playing out. And with going off what Kelly said, like, don't ever listen to anybody who says they know what's going to happen, but it's a game of statistics. It's a game of math, and it's playing out to the downside. And hopefully we can get in at lower prices. Like overall, long term, obviously still bullish, but right now it's not the best. Not the best.
RJ, if you built your career on crypto, sorry. It's okay. We're here for the bull run, baby. We're here for the bull run. That's bear market comment right there. Love those bear market comments. All right, I think we're talking about some Bitcoin now, everybody. What's going on, Quarter Crawler? Double top likely confirmed. 5 things to know in Bitcoin this week. Not talking about the all-time. I'm talking about just a little area here. After a disappointing weekly close below 26K, it is struggling to catch a bid amid a return to low volatility. Weekly close makes Bitcoin price double top a reality. With Bitcoin USD nonetheless seeing its lowest weekly close since March. Popular chartist JT, not to be confused with TJ, told ex-followers that there is still room for optimism. This, he argued, was in the form of a 200-week exponential moving average near 25,600. Where are we right now? Literally, where are we right now? 25,600. Pretty sure we fell below. Yeah, now we're just hanging on to the psychological level. I would say this is more going to be a psychological test than any kind of a TA test. 25K is going to be an important level for a lot of people here. All right, keep moving. Someone paid, did you see this? We might have to do this on the 5 p.m. show, ATB. Someone paid $500,000 in transaction fees just to move $200 worth of Bitcoin. I think they still have 400 or 40 Bitcoin. I can't remember. It was 40400. They still have a lot of Bitcoin, folks. So don't feel sorry for them just yet. $500,000. That's like 20. That's about 20 Bitcoin. At 25K, it's 20 exactly. A user accidentally paid nearly 20 Bitcoin in a fee just to move over $200, setting a record for the most expensive transaction fee paid in US dollars for a single Bitcoin transaction. As a Bitcoin Power user, having sent and received more than 120,000 transactions, paid nearly 20 Bitcoin fee just a few hours ago. Looks like an exchange or payment processor with Buggy Software. The transaction was made yesterday at 5:10 p.m. UTC and made 4 payments that added up to around 200. While sending 1,700 of Bitcoin to a change address, the transaction fee was 19.89 Bitcoin. It appeared in June, still making transactions. They went through F2 Pool here, which mined the block containing the transaction. Chun Wang, the co-founder of F2 Pool, said the 20 Bitcoin will be put on hold for 3 days in case the originator wants to claim it. If unclaimed during that period, it would be paid to its pool of Bitcoin miners. The best theory I saw was this some sort of undisclosed payment to F2 Pool, some sort of tip for the F2 pool,
Maybe
some sort of reward for the F2 pool miners. I don't know. To me, software glitch seems pretty likely. I didn't know that they had made 120,000 transactions. You do that many transactions, there's probably some sort of human origin with that, some sort of typed command there. I can see maybe a couple of a misplaced decimal or something like that. That'd be my guess.
I would hope so. I mean, don't you agree to it? Like when you pay an Ethereum gas fee, you know how much it's going to be. Like, how does it work with that? I've never used F2 Pool before, so I wouldn't know. But
I don't even know people except maybe Nick DeMonde here, maybe one other person that has actually used a Bitcoin wallet,
yeah,
wallet software.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I got into mining software or those type of wallets was like Ravencoin in 2021, and so it's been a long time for me. All right, guys. Let's all get you to smash the like button. We're at 298 likes. We're almost at 300. If we can get 122, that'd be a great number, everybody. It would be great. Redman, I saw DZ in the back trying to look over everyone. I have bad eyes, so I'm like, I was like, I think I just look like a blur. Well, it's funny, like before we started recording, you see people like, where am I? Okay, that's where I'm at. Then you see them like kind of adjust a little bit. Yeah, I think that video, is it out already?
I think so.
It is out. Yeah. So guys, after this video, if you want to show us a little love, shows this explains everything. Leave a like. The end of BitBoy crypto. What comes next? So all comments, watch that first, and then maybe we'll have more to say about it tomorrow and the following days there. All right, let's see. Where are we at here on Bitcoin? That's the chart. We already did that. All right, let's talk about Kevin O'Leary. Fun fact, I did Kevin's show, Money Court. Been canceled.
It's been canceled?
It's been canceled. They canceled it, I think, after only 2 seasons. It was his show with the Real Housewife lady. I forget her name.
Holy crap.
I don't know. Yeah, Money Court's done, though. But nice guy. Nice guy in real life. Nice guy.
Wow.
I don't want to say anything mean. He's just a nice guy. He's just a nice guy.
When Ben had the beef with him, we made this video at the Falcons game because he wanted to leave him a voicemail, and he told me to post it, and we accidentally doxed his phone number, and then we took the video down immediately. But it was very funny memory, very funny. Good times.
It didn't get seen by anyone, did it?
Oh, it got seen. People posted. Oh yeah, it came back around. It was this whole thing. It was funny.
Not good.
Not good. Not the best.
A good thing.
Not the best.
A good thing there. All right, let's talk about Kevin here. 100 billion exits the U.S. banking system in 3 months. As Kevin O'Leary warns, people are very nervous about putting their money in the bank. He says the U.S. banking system is set for a period of major consolidation after a loss of confidence in the financial sector. This is with the Fox News interview. And he said the number of regional banks will likely drop by half in the coming years. We have 4,100. In the next 3 years, it'll be down to 2,000. According to FDIC Chairman Martin Grunberg, no relation to the climate person, total deposits went from 18.7 trillion at the end of Q1 to 18.6 trillion at the end of Q2, a drop of 100 billion on a quarter-over-quarter basis there. Here you can see the details. Quarterly change in deposits. What's the COVID? Yeah, big spike for COVID there. Total deposits were 18.6, down 0.5% quarter-over-quarter, a reduction from the 2.5% decline reported in the first quarter. So seeing a little bit of a loss. I think that's, maybe contagion fears from the regional banks issues that we had 6 months ago, maybe even 9 months ago at this point. So you know what? After that, you're probably going to be more inclined to go to either very small co-op or you're going to go just one of the big 5. You don't want to have to worry about your money disappearing months down the road here.
So actually, a little while ago, I did a really big script on the end of small banks, the regional banks, and basically how everything is going to get centralized into the big 5 players. And I'm not surprised at all to read this story because it is happening. There is almost no incentive for people to stay into small banks because with the FDIC insurance of the $250,000, if that happens, like if you're a person with $1 million and you stay in a regional bank and the bank, goes down, you only get $250,000 back. But if you hold your money in like a Wells Fargo or whatever, that's not going to happen to that bank. So you're not at all worried about your money. So people that have a lot of money have basically they have no reason to be in a smaller bank. And then it's really hard for smaller banks to be competitive with rates because they are literally borrowing their liquidity from the larger banks anyway. Yeah. So the boil down of power is being centralized to the main 5 banks. Even if you look at like the overall market caps of the top 5 banks and then all the banks below them, it's like the gap between like Bitcoin and Sandbox. Like it's unreal. That video was like a month or 2 ago, but it kind of got slept on, but as a script, something I worked on, that was a very informative thing to research, and it's real. It's real.
Galaman, repeat when I search Discover Cryptos. It'll be hard to get subs. Just give the algorithm a couple weeks. We had the same issue with NFT Alpha. We had a different name. Someone made like a Twitter account. It was Twitter back then. 3 months ahead of us. We never even heard of the person. And then the guy was just like, they're stealing the name, and we were like, okay, well, we'll just switch the name. And it took a little bit of time, but it should auto-populate, and it should happen pretty quickly. Kevin O'Leary resembles a bald eagle more than a shark. I would say more of a vulture than a bald eagle. Maybe the old school cartoon bald eagles. I could see that. Socialism's goal is to nationalize the bank, so this is by design, they're saying. Johnny looked Johnny's just a modest guy. All right, let's talk about CFTC here. CFTC's enforcement blitz, all the enforcement actions happening here. CFTC's enforcement blitz on DeFi protocols attracts a backlash. CFTC announced that it initiated and successfully settled legal actions against Open, 0x, and Deredix platforms. The 3 protocols allegedly failed to register various derivatives tradings offerings. They issued warning against the DeFi protocols. They're also charged with illegally offering leverage and margined retail commodity transactions. They are ordered to pay civil monetary fines of $250K, $200K, and $100K, respectively. I'm sure they made more than that off fees. Besides the crypto industry, the commissioner, Summer Marsinger, also dissented in the enforcement vote and expressed concerns regarding their actions in the cases. Marsinger cited there is no evidence suggesting that the customer funds were misappropriated or that any market participants were harmed by the DeFi protocols that were targeted by CFTC with this enforcement action. So, just coming in, but 200K, 250K, 100K, not as bad as what the SEC tries to do. So CFTC, you get a slap on the wrist, you get a C-, but it's better than the SEC's F+.
Yeah.
F+.
That's really like not that much money. That's a drop in the bucket for them. I would think so anyway.
Yeah, I
mean 100, 250 grand.
Okay. We got a little pro-war comment there. Someone trying to get some money. Okay, let's see. 401k's got a tax. Okay. Oh, the 401 tax. Okay. The big tax withdrawals. All right. What low cap alts are you looking to accumulate during this drop? I haven't really been looking at the low cap. I've been looking at the coins number 10 to 50 lately. Have you been looking at any low gems? What about you, Drew? I know you like DAG.
Yeah.
The lowest cap I like are probably AGIX and Arweave are probably the 2 furthest down.
Have you heard the bear case for AGIX?
What is it?
I don't want to get into it because I haven't verified myself. Basically, that they're not shipping enough, given what their valuation is. I'm not saying
we'll talk after.
Well, they do have the robot that plays in a band.
Yeah, the band is wild.
Compare that to Chainlink.
Yeah.
I don't know. So that's all
hard to tell.
Hard to tell. It is hard to tell. All right, let's talk about this U.S. regulator, all this enforcement stuff. U.S. regulator slaps trading firm with a $1.7 billion penalty for defrauding thousands of victims, taking almost 30,000 Bitcoin, 29,420. Nice. In a new press release, they announced a judge has ruled that Mirror Trading International Proprietary Limited must pay over $1 billion to compensate the victim of his fraud scheme involving foreign currency transactions. This was a foreign FX exchange here. The court found that from May 2018 to March 21, Steinberg and his business engaged in an international fraudulent multi-level marketing scheme to solicit Bitcoin from people for participation in an unregistered commodity pool operated by MTI. They also said Steinberg collected at least almost 30,000 Bitcoin worth over 1.7 billion while conducting the scheme. For his crimes, he must pay over 1.7 billion. and civil monetary penalty, the highest in any CFTC case. So a big fine right there. Alex Jones level fine right there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Then we have on the other side, we have a lawmaker sponsoring a bill to restrict all these, enforcement blitz actions that they've been trying to take, restricting the SEC's funding here. So sometimes you just got to hit them where it hurts, and that's the wallet. Representative Emmer said the new bill would limit how Gary Gensler can weaponize the taxpayers' dollars against the emerging industry. Earlier this year, Gensler defended his budget request of $2.4 billion, up from $2.1 it requested in 2022. The SEC chair argued that this additional funding would help the federal agency keep up with the pace of innovation. Guys, we need $300 million. We got to keep up with the pace of innovation here. Learned about zero-based accounting. I feel like I should have learned more about that in school. But zero-based accounting, you know what zero-based accounting is? You start from zero and you only add what you need versus starting with your budget of $2.1 billion and then divvying it up. You start at absolutely zero. What do we need? Okay, we need trash bags and the lights on. Okay, that's step one. Okay, how many employees? Okay, we need these, and then move up from there.
That makes a lot more sense, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's the only good thing I heard Chris Christie say.
Interesting.
That guy can't win, right? He created a traffic jam to stop his political rival's donation speech. This is like a long time ago, but I feel like that should just be, you're out forever. Let's see. Should we do the FTX thing? What else? Yeah, we got some FTX news, everybody. First off, though, I'm going to read the headline. Then we're going to look into the FTX asset breakdown. What coin does FTX have more than anything of? I wish it was Cardano. It's not. What is the market impact as FTX prepares to liquidate $3.4 billion in cryptos? Let's look. What do we got here? We got $1.1 billion in Solana. This is the FTX asset sheet here. We have $500 million in Bitcoin, 200 million in Ethereum, a lot of Aptos, a lot of Tether, a lot of XRP, everybody. I didn't know XRP was that widely held by FTX. Some Bit token here was that BitTorrent, STG, wrapped Bitcoin, and then wrapped ETH. $37. No, that's 37 million. This is going to be in millions there. I don't know why it's just maybe cut off there. All right, so mostly Solana. Now, Drew, what do you think of Solana being their biggest bag over Bitcoin?
I mean, it's just pretty interesting to note. Honestly, I don't think Solana is going to die, but it might have a pretty big impact on the price. I was looking for like $13 Solana at the end of kind of this downturn road, but
Christie creates a traffic jam walking in the door, Mickey D's.
Damn.
That was a good one.
Shots fired.
That was a good one. One.
I'm not surprised to see how much Solana FTX held. I actually saw this in the research I did for the Solana price prediction I just put out. And a lot of people were kind of like, the reception for that video was like really left or right, because a lot, I covered both sides of the fact, Solana is good in these things, but a lot of people hate like this and this and this, and kind of went into all of the things people are worried about Solana, like the outages, their backing, their tokenomics are very strange. There's a lot of like kind of weird stuff about Solana that I really went into, and some people were really like grateful that I like talked about all that, and some people like felt like I was trashing it, and I was like, I don't want it to come across like that, but I'm not going to ignore this either. Like, you want to play devil's advocate. You taught me that, DZ.
Yeah, it's always good to play devil's advocate, and sometimes always like when I just report just facts, right? Like, hey guys, this is what happens. They're like, you're so pro coin, or you're so anti coin,
right.
Like, guys, I just said XRP sold $1 billion a month, and then this escrow account gobbles up 800 million, leaving 200 million. Yeah. Just show your bias harder.
Right. It's like, no matter what you say, they don't want to believe you. So you're just wasting time.
You're such a maxi. Look at your shirt.
Basically. I'm sorry, everybody. But
no,
really.
You do have an XRP shirt. Are you an XRP maxi?
Not an XRP maxi, but I like XRP. And I think, standing up for XRP in these tumultuous times is a vote. It's a vote for crypto. A vote for XRP is a vote for crypto.
All right. Well, let's do a vote for the polycule here. FTX, back to FTX. I vote to, can I just watch from the closet?
Oh, God.
I don't want to join. I'm going to close my eyes, Drew. All right. Anyways, back to FTX. We're getting off the rails here. All right. Also, they're amphetamines. They would get it from the rails. Anyways. All right. Rumors is a great album by Fleetwood Mac. Some would say a top 10 album of all time. But there's also rumors of FTX. Rumors suggest FTX potentially receiving this liquidation green light by September 13th. That is only 2 days away from now.
Mm.
All right, 2 days away. We're going to start maybe seeing some things get sold, folks. Maybe. All right, stakeholders are apprehensive about the possible adverse repercussions on the market. However, panic might be premature. Let's see. This notable crypto commentator mentioned that even if FTX secures the approval by the 13th, liquidation might not kick off immediately. And like other people are saying, I see people in the chat talking about OTC as well. The possible fire sale has ignited worries, especially concerning the altcoins in their possession. Records show that Solana forms the bulkiest portion of their assets, valued at roughly $685 million. It's a lot different than what we saw here, which is 1.1, correct? So we'll have to see what the actual numbers are here. Mixed, looks like total is 1.2 billion. As of now, hovering around 1852 is probably down a bit now from there, though. All right, other FTX news, we have Apple. All right, this is, I guess it's confirmed. Several sources confirming $5 million deal for the SBF film rights. We covered this at the 5 p.m. show on Friday. We had a lot of fun with it. Guys, anytime we talk about SBF, especially his lockup, chat and the discussion tends to get a little colorful with Around the Blockchain. So I highly recommend you check out the last episode of that. But Apple, won the right to Michael Lewis's book, Going Infinite. Michael Lewis just did an interview with Lex Friedman, so I'm probably going to try to check that out as well. He's famous for doing The Big Short.
Yep.
The Big Short just got added to something too. I think maybe Netflix. I was browsing yesterday. It was one of the new releases on one of the million apps that people have. All right. Although in March of this year, the tech giant announced it would spend $1 billion producing films designed for the silver screen here. So this is going to, look, the $5 million is just for the rights. We don't know what the money is going to go into making this, but one episode of Game of Thrones could reach 10, 20 million.
Yeah.
A movie can reach 200 million. This ought to be pretty funny. I like to see DZ with the SBF hairline. Do you mean this clown photo? Is this the one you meant? Green pubes. I don't know if I want to do that one. Who's going to play Gary Gensler?
I was just, to go off that, I am really curious how far into the story they're going to go into this movie. Like how much are they going to? There's so much.
Here's a question I had for one of the guests. I'm going to ask both of you. What would you rather see? Would you rather see the movie largely focus on the financial crimes or largely focus on him and Caroline's relationship plus the polycule?
I think that this movie would be better as a show. As like probably a 2-season or a 1-season, 13 episode show. I don't think this story could be done justice in 2 hours.
Too much for a movie. Drew, you didn't answer though. What would you rather see, finance crimes or polycule, which some say are crimes against nature?
Oh yeah, no, it's all going to be emotional. It's all going to be, the sexual highlights of everything.
Highlights.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I
a
want
highlight
low
reel.
light. I want low light for those
no,
scenes.
you're
I don't
gonna
want
have
highlight.
SBF highlight reel, and just the biggest afro in the world.
Just sweaty, dripping afro.
He's
Just
gonna have that.
hey, ladies, there's a photo. There's an image for you. A sweating, dripping afro as he leans over you, high on amphetamines. He's trying to get it to work. It's dripping. He's playing League at the same time. He's dripping. He's vegan
bro.
cucumber juice dripping. Picture that, ladies. That's the scene I want to see.
No.
I want to see that scene.
No.
I painted just that. Look, what I just painted for you visually. Okay, you'll never forget that. You'll never forget that.
I cannot get that out of my head now, DZ. Thanks for that, DZ. Thanks for that.
A new image.
All right. Hey, I think chat loved it, folks.
Yep.
All right, let's ready to talk about my favorite coin. It's Cardano.
Cardano.
It fell below 25 cents. I fell below. I'm sure there would be 2 afros. Oh.
Boom.
That was a good one. DZ's hairline holding 14 and Chrysler 300. That was a good one. All right. Let's talk about this Cardano Catalyst here. Cardano Catalyst being heavily manipulated, and here is how. Cardano Catalyst is the governance initiative that let users fund developer proposals is facing serious manipulation issues. It aims to improve Cardano network by just having people build on it, right? Unfortunately, not everyone uses it in the intended way. Let's dive into this glaring example. Furrow your brows. Imagine a single proposer submitting 29 different proposals, each under $1 million, for a combined total of 11.5 million. That's a whopping 23% of all funds allocated for Fund 10. Okay, so now here's the kicker. You can easily downvote all of these by searching for the keyword Osama within the Catalyst voting app. Why would you do that? Because downvoting these proposals increases your voting power for the proposals you actually favor. But wait, there's more. They've been crafting proposals so convoluted that they're nearly impossible to understand. Yet they claim to be urgently needed for the immediate improvement. It's like someone selling you a puzzle with the missing piece, but insisting that it's a masterpiece. So what does all this mean for Cardano Catalyst? On the one hand, it offers a democratic way to fund projects that could genuinely improve the Cardano network. On the other hand, it's ripe for manipulation, allowing crafty individuals to game the system for their benefit. I think it's just, look, we're going to have some algorithmic voting solutions, meaning like they're trying to make it a little bit more democratic for the whale just can't outvote you, the minnow,
Right.
with your 10 Cardano in the wallet. And so they have ways of weighing the smaller proposals. And then people are going to find ways to manipulate that. That's why the guy had, 29 proposals. You know, it's going to come out weighing as a large negative if you vote no on all those.
And also, like,
People are going to game the math on it, but I think it's better than whale comes in and just controls everything.
I 100% agree. And that's the whole point of like the Voltaire era, is to decentralize Cardano, to give it back to the people. So it totally would be against the ethos and the idea of Cardano if, one guy just owned everything, just outvoted everybody. That goes against everything that they're trying to do. So
All right. We are going to watch this polycool video and then can leave. Okay. Well, let's just put in one of those like Paul. What's his name? Herman. What was PB Herman? What's his real name? Paul something.
I have no
Maybe
idea.
we got caught in the theater. Yeah, we like show it in the theaters across the country there. What is his name? Paul something. Chat will figure it out. His real name. All right, just passed. All right, one more Cardano story here. Cardano hits the lowest price this year.
Paul Rubens.
About to enter depression phase. Paul Rubens, thank you. Depression phase. We fell below 25 cents. I'm ecstatic because I can buy more. The short-term outlook for Cardano holders is not pretty. ADA tanked to below 25 cents in the early hours of trading in Asia on Monday morning. The last time it was this depressed was when it was raining outside, and I felt so low, and my favorite show was over, and I just felt so depressed. And then I sucked it up and said it's the bear market. All right, it was during the bear market in late 2020. Back then, the token wallowed around 16 to 18 cents for a couple months before climbing above 30 cents. However, it's currently languishing down 92% from the all-time high at 309. Last week, IOHK published its latest development highlights. The Cardano ecosystem is constantly growing, it said, adding 2 new projects launched in August and 12 new projects are being built. Moreover, the number of policies increased. All right, so look, Cardano is building it. It reached $3.09 with the wallet. That's about it. It had, hey, maybe, we got some cool stuff with some NFTs and some DeFi. It's around the corner. It's essentially was a wallet. It hit $3. What is Cardano now? It's a lot bigger. It's in more hands. It's more understood. I think the bull case has never been stronger. So I think it'll go above $3. That's my guess. Will it go above $3?
I think long term, my minimum is 5 for Cardano, to be completely honest. But Drew, if you want to pull my chart really fast here, I just noticed something on the Cardano chart. This is the daily chart for Cardano.
Wow, look at that point of control.
And honestly, it's interesting that if you look at this previous bottom right here from before it went up in November, we are still right there. We haven't gone below that. And actually, the Cardano's lower low point would be like here, right? And we still are not below that. So a lot of coins are putting in lower lows is what I'm saying, but Cardano is still above that point. And this is an important support resistance level. It's still above an important support resistance level that it established back in November. So let's hope that Cardano can hold. If Cardano can hold this floor here, that'd be really big, but hope for the best.
Paul Rub Ones. That was good. I'm sure that joke's like 30 years old, but that's still a good joke. All right, smash or pass time, everybody. Smash or pass. And we're going to be talking about sushi. One, I could do shrimp. I don't really do fish though. I can do crab. I do not really eat fish sushi like ever.
Mhm.
I know. I'm basic. But all right, no. Sushi has more than 7 times the amount of value locked in the entire Aptos blockchain. This is a decentralized exchange, and now they're expanding to Aptos. The move to Aptos is the first time sushi has been accessible on a blockchain that is not EVM compatible. It had previously been accessible on ETH, ARB, Base, Polygon, Matic, or Phantom, BNB, and others, according to DeFi Llama. They have 350 million in total value locked on its platform, with 267 of that being on ETH. As of press time, Aptos has just 45 million. All right, so we have them building. So they're building. Okay, so sushi's building. It's expanding. We go here. We got to do the DZ metric, which is second all-time high in 2021, and it failed, folks. It definitely failed. I'd have to look at the tokenomics on this one. Maybe there's a lot more tokens here relative to here, so maybe even the market cap is higher here than it is here, but this is just cope, because once you really start looking at the levels here, I mean, we're coming in at $14, and this is pretty close to 24, so I mean, not quite a double, but I mean, it only reached about half the price. So that is not exactly fantastic. We keep scrolling. Total supply. Wow. Okay, so the coins are out. Now, I really have to see how many coins were out in, say, June and July.
So June, July this year or 21? I'm pulling
21.
Right 21 June. Okay.
We have AJ on the case here.
I'm going to go June 27th.
Is it AJ Rides Crypto or AJ Writes Crypto?
I don't. Why'd you ask?
Because you're riding motorcycles around.
I do. People, actually, it was a joke. One of the people from the Dirt Bike race said, like, you need to change it to AJ Wright's Moto. And I was like, no, sir. I would never do
motocross is not going to have the face melting bull run in 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, viewership goes up 7% on ESPN 7.
Right.
Like, okay.
Right.
All right.
I'm looking where it was. I need a second here.
He's finding it sushi. I don't know where, if I had a guess, 80-ish.
It had
it's 162.
127 million, 127.2 million.
Okay, so it was half released at this point.
Yeah.
So all the coins are out. I feel somewhat okay buying it at these levels, because oftentimes when you see this moon math, people are like, oh yeah, from the previous all-time high, we share my chart real quick. From the previous all-time high to today, guys, it's a 20x, it's a 10x. It's really, really good. This is close to a 40x. So this isn't one where you have to hit an all-time high to feel like you got a good win. This one could only hit, say, the depressed high of the second half of 2021. That put it at $12. You're looking at almost a 25x. 25x there. Jaime, I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. I'll pass you one if you're ever sitting with me.
Hey, Drew, if you want to pull my chart real fast, I pulled up the sushi chart. Interesting, way back here, it went down
another point of control touch.
51 cents, and we're still above that now. And also, if you look at the order blocks on Lux Algo here, there is a lot of volume that is, favors the green in the buy orders up here at 4, down here at 176, again at 119. The visible range volume profile sits, 132% above. So honestly, and also if you look at the RSI here at the bottom, it was way further down and it's coming up on the RSI. It's not letting me click that. Like right there, look how far up that has come. And the momentum oscillators are kind of forming a divergence there as well. So I really would like to see it hold a lot where it is. I mean, to be fair, it has just been extremely sad situation all the way down the hill.
A lot of coins, you go with a 1 year chart, doesn't look that bull or bearish, like, okay, we're putting in some like steady higher lows, and okay, maybe it looks a little ugly. That's just ugly. That's just ugly. Lower lows, it's bad. I mean, it's a gamble play. I'd have to say pass, but honestly, I could really see that doing a 15x, and then it's the thing that everyone's like, told you so.
I mean, to be fair,
I can see that hitting $10 again for sure.
It's holding the low from June, so let's if it could stay above that, that would be a good start. So let's hope there. Let's hope it stays.
I definitely see it can hit $5, and then you're looking at $5.70 as a 10x, and so I think there's gains to be had with this coin. It's just right now. Things could head a little bit lower. If things do head a little bit lower, that might really, really fall kind of far. It looks like it's almost in. If we could get past that point, what do we have after that point of control? Free fall?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, there's the local low right here from June, and then the low from way back here. I forget what year it is here. It doesn't matter. From way back there, and if we fall through here, that's our last point. And then if it goes below, 50.514, that's it. Free fall.
So I would pass, but if it fell below that and, it got real cheap, yeah, sure. I can see 30, 40 cents there. Why you compare everything with USD and not compare with the best Bitcoin? Well, we do look at Bitcoin trading pairs every now and then, bleeding Satoshi. But a lot of people,
Well,
it's just,
most people would rather see it in dollars.
yes.
98% of the
Oh, yeah.
audience. I see what you're saying, but everyone's not as smart as you, bro.
You're level up.
Yeah.
You're level up. All right, let's do the X minute, everybody. Where are we at on time? Okay, we're running a little long, but
12:28.
Today's a special day. Today's a
first
very
show.
special episode.
The
All
first
right.
one.
First, shows a little support here. If you want to retweet this, give it a like, give that video a like. So if you want to find that video, there you go. Caleb Franzen. Caleb, we got to get you back on ATB. Always putting out great content. Here's just some altcoins making new year-to-date lows. This was 4 hours ago, so I mean, he might be able to even refresh this, and it's even uglier. But I don't know, anything here maybe standing out. I can see ICP. I didn't know Matic was down 35% for the year. That makes me feel like maybe I could scoop a little bit more. Anything else? Nah.
Matic's rich list scares me. 84% of the tokens are held by the top 100 wallets. It scares me. I don't want to hold Matic.
I feel like though that's going to be like Visa and not just random degen in a basement.
Yeah, but
I understand.
There's just a point where it's scary to hold it as the price is going up because it's most of it's being held by a couple people that are trying to. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into the likes here. Then that's what we're going to have for today. Again, make sure you've hit that like button if you haven't already. Actors have been on strike for some time now, and the world has just moved on like nothing happened because no one cares. Reality check for Hollywood. You've alienated your audience so much they don't care if it all burns to the ground. Guys, I remember past writer strikes, actor strikes. Huge news. Huge news. This time, no one cares.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Yeah.
And it was nothing is unlike any other time in history. It was like, it was a major situation. Now it's like late night show hosts are like doing a pod together. Like no one cares. It sucks. That's what I heard. Here, if you want to see that FTX holding sheet, I like that tweet as well. So you can see that. I think about this chart every time a boomer mentions work ethic. This is just the median rent versus annual household income. So the blue line is it's adjusted for inflation. The blue line is your wages. This is what you're making. This is what your average household's making. Meanwhile, this is the rent. And rent, maybe outsized gains here. So, people are like, yeah, your work ethic's not good. Well, that might be part of it. That might be part of it. There might be other parts too. What do we have here? Oh, just the whole Elon thing. The whole Elon thing, guys, I know it's going to upset a lot of people. About a year ago, they requested access for internet because they wanted to do a drone strike, which was supposedly going to lead to a nuclear response. And so he opted to not enable coverage for there. He didn't turn anything off. They just wanted access. Said no. So this is just Glenn's assessment. I was unaware of the legal obligation that requires private citizens and businesses to act in immediate, unthinking alignment with our foreign policy goals and to immediately obey all war requests from U.S. quote-unquote allies. Sounds rather fascist, I would say. Big shout out to the Breathe convention. It starts tomorrow. Obviously, we had a lot of change up here at BitBoy Crypto. I wasn't able to go. But guys, it starts tomorrow. I'm missing out on the pre-party with Cuba Gooding Jr. I was going to get to hang out with Cuba. Nick wanted me to ask him about Radio Flyer. Other people wanted me to ask him about Snow Dogs. I just watched Jerry Maguire, so I just wanted to ask him about Jerry Maguire. But yeah, pre-party with Cuba Gooding Jr. tomorrow. So just shout out to that team. It's pretty cool. There's the big 4chan IQ thread that people aren't really that familiar with. And it's just a psychologist's experience interviewing jail inmates and just saying, this is what someone with a 90 IQ cannot understand. Here's someone with an 80 IQ cannot understand. And it's just, it's really good insight into what people can and can't understand. It's like hypotheticals. Like, I think one of the first ones is, imagine you didn't have breakfast this morning. And the lower IQ person would say, well, I did have breakfast. Yeah, but imagine that you did. Well, I had potatoes, though. Yeah, but
pretend.
And so once you start going low, it's a pretty interesting, it's a famous thread. This guy, the picture on the left, he was 15 years younger than the picture on the right. So just shows what your diet can do to you.
He eats a lot of meat.
More just awesome. I think this is from the Biz board. Just saw some stuff on Chainlink here. And let's see. This was great. Guys, I haven't seen that many crazy things from Naval lately, but this is very pithy and very awesome. The internet pushes English from most speakers to all speakers. Crypto pushes the US dollar from most transactions to all transactions. So maybe something to think about. You know, it isn't the boogeyman of the American dollar like everyone thinks. And here, hey, if you want to get angry, just look at average salaries and net worth when they got into office versus net worth today. You know, it's pretty interesting stuff there. And I think that's all we got. Yeah, then it led to those guys. They made more. They made more of those. I think the next one is internet gambling or something like that. Funny stuff there. But that's all we got for today. Boomer Sooners, cars. I was just kidding. I'm American. Okay. Well, I like all humans. I like all the humans, and I just want us to not kill each other. Seems like an okay
why don't we all
viewpoint?
Just hang out?
Yeah, why don't we all just get along? Like
Yeah.
Rodney King said shortly after getting bashed in the head with a brick, I think.
Right.
Let's see. His IQ was so high, they asked him to make the test going forward. That's Mark the Shark
Mark
for
the
you.
Shark,
Mark
baby,
the Shark, he
let's
don't
go.
sleep. He don't sleep. He quits moving, he dies.
It just swims forward. Can't even swim backwards. Keeps going forward. I like it, Mark.
Trying out the virtual boy.
Wow.
Great system. Clunky, though. Clunky. All right, guys, that's all we got time for today. The OG Oculus. All right, folks, it's been awesome. Please hit that like button. Please show us that support, the Hit Network Squad. We need it more than ever. So, I mean, if you do, that's fine. If not, that's okay, too, I guess. Just we're going to keep it out here. We're going to help you discover crypto. We're going to help you discover ways to give yourself financial freedom. We're going to discover what this next bull market feels like once we're fully prepared and we've got our tanks fully gassed up. I know I'm excited. I know I'm ready. Hope you're ready. That's all we got, right?
Yeah, great show. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.